Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be making this really awesome pendant. I know it looks difficult to make, but it really isn't. You just need to take it one step at a time. So, if you're ready, just sit back and relax, and let's begin. To start off, we'll be making our frame. And to do that, we'll be needing a 16 gauge half hard square in 34 centimeters. Fold it in half and make a V shape. And then take a 1-inch mandrel to form the frame like this. Once that's done, straighten the remaining wires to form the bail. Next, we'll be needing 30 centimeters of 18 gauge half hard, half round to wrap the bail. Here I'm folding something like an inch so it'll be easy to hook the wire around the spot that I'll be wrapping. And of course, I'll just keep wrapping this part of the bail until I run out of wire. For now, keep the bail like this and we'll come back to it later. Next, we'll be making the back. And to do that, we'll be needing 2 segments of 18 gauge half hard square in 8 centimeters and a segment of 18 gauge half hard, half round in 10 centimeters. Fold the half round in the middle and wrap the midpoint of the squares. You'll probably need about a centimeter worth of wrapping to do this. Once that's done, bend the base wires outward and connect them to the frame. Oh, and by the way, in a while, I'll be adjusting the top part of the back because I felt like it was a little bit too high. So it should look a bit more like this. And now we can start wrapping the stone. And to do that, we'll be needing 3 double coils. When I make double coils, I use this coiling gizmo. Now, if you don't have one of these, you can make them manually or use a hand drill for the first coil and then just wrap it around your base wire. Your first coil should be around 8 centimeters, which will then make 3 centimeters of double coil. Anyway, if you want to see how I use the coiling gizmo, you can click on the link on the top right corner or down below at the pinned comment. We'll be positioning these double coils around the perimeter of the stone. The first one will be on the top. Bend it into a C shape and connect it to the top of the back wires. The second one will be connected to the right side of the piece. Connect the double coil to the back wire and create a slight S shape. Then secure the other end to the bottom of the frame inside out. And the last one will be placed on the left side of the piece. All you need to do is do the same thing we did earlier with the other double coil. Next, we'll be making our first half round coil, or we can just call it HRC. To make this, we'll be needing 10 centimeters of 20 gauge dead soft square and a spool of 22 gauge half round. You can do this manually, or you can use a hand drill like I'm doing here to make things easier. Once that's done, connect one end of it to the top right back wire and turn it counterclockwise. Follow the shape of the double coil and end it at the bottom left back wire like so. Then, take another segment of 20 gauge dead soft square in 12 centimeters and follow along the shape we made earlier with the HRC. Now that's done, we'll make another HRC in 8 centimeters and connect it to the right side of the frame. Turn it counterclockwise while following the shape of the double coil, but exaggerating it a little bit more. To end this segment, slip the end to the bottom of the frame inside out. Next, take a segment of 20 gauge dead soft square in 10 centimeters and follow along the HRC. Before we start this section, I want you to push the bottom part of the double coil a little bit upwards to give some space to the HRC and base wire while we're connecting them. Once that's done, just do the same thing we did earlier with the other two sections. Next, we'll be working on the bail finally. You probably thought I forgot about it, huh? Anyway, all we need to do is to push the bail forward and connect each arm to either sides of the frame, like how I do it here. You can also hammer the wire if you want a more tapered look, or just keep it as is. Lastly, we'll be doing some detail work with 3 segments of 14 gauge dead soft half round in 12 centimeters. All we need to do is to follow along the sections we created earlier. Just push the wire in the middle of the spiral first and work your way outwards. And there you have it. We finally finished this piece. You see, I told you it was easy to make. It just looks a little bit complicated. But like I said earlier, if you take one step at a time, you'll eventually be able to make something like this without any problems. Anyway, I do hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and have learned something new today. Please do like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That way, you'll be updated whenever I post a new video. That's it, guys. As always, thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day. Happy wrapping! Bye!